Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel and hanging out and watching the video. Always appreciate that. And guys, today I have got a summer jig trick that I'm gonna share with you guys for catching bass on jigs in the summertime of the year. This is a technique that I have used since probably about the early 1980s to catch them under a certain set of conditions in the middle of the summer when it's super hot, when the fish are shallow. So I'm going to add this to your arsenal. I think it's going to add up to some good fish for you guys over the next couple months. Also, guys, just a quick thank you out there to everybody that's been helping to support Intuitive Angling here. I like to give a thanks every day. Everybody that's been going into my description, using all the links I put in there, my Silverback links, Tackle Warehouse links, the membership links for the channel, everything like that. Everybody that's been supporting the channel through using those links, I want to give you a big thank you from me and my family. I really appreciate that. Okay guys, let's talk a little bit about this jig technique. Now this, when you hear people talking about jigs in the summertime, most people think about dragging a football head jig deep, it works pretty good. I'm talking about pitching and flipping a shallow jig, or a big jig, really shallow. Now the key is, guys, is you have to have the right jig setup for this to work. And I've experimented with this for years and years and years. And the setup that you want to use is on all black jig. You can have a little bit of blue in it, but mainly all black. A black and blue jig, a heavy one. This is a 5/8 ounce head, but this is a Zoom Super Chunk, solid black on it. And before the Super Chunk came out, I used to use a #1 Uncle Josh Black Pork Frog. But the main thing is you want a big, black, bulky jig that's heavy, that falls fast. And guys, there's something about this solid black color and a heavy head on it. When you get in the right situation in the summertime, pitching it and flipping it, those big ones will eat it. Now, what you have to have for this to work is you've got to have dirty water. And when I'm talking about dirty water, you have to have water visibility, ideally under a foot. You know, anywhere between 3-inch visibility to a foot. So if your lake has got cleaner water than that, this is probably not going to work very good. But if you have a dirty water lake, this is what you want to set up right here, guys. Put it on 25-pound test Seaguar Invisex line on your flipping stick, and pitch it and flip it around any shallow wood cover. Lay down trees, you know, docks, stumps, you know, falling down trees in the water. It also works good around lily pads. If you guys have thick lily pads or hydrilla and milfoil, it works really good. I've had some really good success flipping lily pads on the Potomac River with this setup in the middle of the summertime. But there's something about, I don't know what it is, there's something about the dark color of it and the heavy head on it. When it goes down in that dirty water, the fish just really react to it. It's just one of those things that they do. And almost any situation, I've never seen a situation where this didn't work. I mean, I've done good all over the country. I've caught them really good in all the Oklahoma lakes, Grand Lake, Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma, Lake Eufaula in Alabama. In fact, Denny Brower won a Bassmaster Top 150. He beat me by 1 ounce in that tournament, and he caught him on this setup right here, flipping lily pads in the summer. So anywhere that you go, even up north, if you guys fishing grass beds up north, it's good for largemouth there. Reeds, cattails, anything. But a lot of people, the reason I wanted to share this, guys, is a lot of people don't fish a black jig, a dark jig. Most people that fish jigs fish green pumpkins and watermelons and browns for the most part. The old, you know, big black jig days, you know, a lot of people have just forgot about it. And, you know, this setup here, man, I'm telling you right here, the good ones will hit it for sure. Now, the thing about this is when you pitch it in there, one of the things that I have found out about is, since this jig is heavy and the cover shallow, most of the time when they hit it, it's like they'll hit it like as soon as it hits the bottom, or you hop it once. Now, when you hop it, it really helps if you pop it pretty hard. So you don't just want to like let it go to the bottom and just start moving it like that. Pop it up off the bottom. Go, you know, just go boom like that, and let's shoot up off the bottom and come back down. And sometimes that'll trigger the strike just like that. But dirty water helps if you got some shade. If you got some shade coming off it, it can be really good. But the main combination is like this. And another thing is, a lot of the newer anglers out there, when they fish jigs, they all use a curly tail trailer. They use like a Rage Craw or a Speed Craw, something that has flapping legs. Guys, most of the top old school jig flippers that I know, including myself, we prefer the chunk style trailers like this that do not have the tail moving on it. Now, don't get me wrong, they'll bite it and sometimes it's good, but I have found that the bigger fish will react better to a chunk style trailer than they do like the wagon, you know, flapping type trailer. So try that, guys. Zoom Super Chunk on here with that. Now, one other thing, guys, you guys have heard me talking about my Blockhead Old School jig for the last couple of years. We're not making those anymore. Baitworks is not making them. I'm actually working right now with Cumberland Lures, and we're getting ready to just introduce my new jig. I designed and helped them design a new jig with it. They're going to be in Tackle Warehouse probably within the next month, and I'll do a whole video on that, and I'll show you my new jig, and I'm really excited about it. But anyway, guys, try it. Big Black Dark Jig, 5/8 ounce, black. I'll link everything in the description there. It'll get you some good bites in the summertime. So we'll talk later.